I'll read out the results from the last post. Librarian Vigalya has received 3 votes, Shruti has received 8 votes, Hema has received 24 votes. So Hema is winner. Next, joint editor of Yuva. Vigalya has received 3 votes, Maitreya has received 4 votes, Subbalakshmi has received 4 votes, and Manju has received 24 votes. So Manju is the winner. Editor of Yuva. Shruti has received no votes, Maitreya has received 1 vote, Subbalakshmi has received 6 votes, Akshay has received 28 votes. So Akshay has won. Joint administrative officer. Vigalya has received 12 votes, Maitreya has received 21 votes. So Maitreya is the winner. Administrative officer. Brinda has received no votes, Vigalya has received 2 votes, Subbalakshmi has received 2 votes, Maitreya has received 3 votes, and Venkataragavan has received 30 votes. Coordinator from seniors. Manju has received 8 votes, and Architana has received 28 votes. Coordinators from juniors. Shruti has received 2 votes, Hema has received 5 votes, Vigalya has received 21 votes, and Arun Swami has received 35 votes. So this year's coordinators will be Arun Swami and Vigalya. Then treasurer, Brinda has received 1 vote, Rangashri has received 17 votes, Shruti has received 19 votes, Naresh has received 9 votes, Raju has received 17 votes. So Shruti is one treasurer, and there is a tie for the other post. Raju and Rangashri tie. We may have to take the decision now. Actually. Secretary, sorry, joint secretary. Brinda has received no votes. Rangashri has received 16 votes, and Subbalakshmi has received 16 votes. That's
guys, please who are tied no can stand there.
Someone has believed in you. You never opt out. You are interested.
First treasurer வந்து உங்க ரெண்டு பேர் டை இருக்காங்க. சோ உங்களுக்கு மட்டும் ஃபர்ஸ்ட் ஒரு ஷோ ஆஃப் ஹேண்ட்ஸ் வெச்சிட்டு நெக்ஸ்ட் செக்ரட்டரி
அதுக்கு முன்னாடி என்ன பண்ணு ஃபர்ஸ்ட் let them put down their views. அவங்க என்ன சொல்றாங்கன்னு கேட்போம். then we decide.
நல்ல ஐடியா.
You can put in your views.
இல்ல அதான் because you can speak யாரோ ஒருத்தங்க ரெண்டு போஸ்ட் கிட்ட இல்ல. You guys will speak for both the posts. Okay. ஏனா let people decide.
Raghavan,
if Rangashri decides to leave one post, there will not be any contest.
ரெண்டு போஸ்ட்ல
Rangashri எடுத்துக்கொண்டாரு treasurer. If she chooses treasurer post, then obviously there is no time.
She wants secretary post.
what time?
So
treasurer எடுத்துட்டாங்க அவங்க ஆல்ரெடி
செக்ரட்டரி votes வாங்குவாங்க.
Our secretary
we have to give that option. அவங்க இன்னும் தான் பேசுவாங்க பஸ். You guys decide. You guys
பேச மாட்டாங்க பாஸ். நான் வாடல சொல்றேன்.
உங்களுக்கு ஓகேவா? Rangashri treasurer and Subbalakshmi
Rangashri.
நான் சொல்றேன் அவங்க தான் பார்ட்டிசிபேட்
ஜாயின்
பண்ணுவாங்க.
செக்ரட்டரி நீ டிசைட் பண்ணு.
Say up for show of hands. Secretary.
Okay, you guys can speak out. Both of us. Show of hands.
பேச மாட்டேங்கிறாங்க.
சரி சொல்லுங்க யாரு I don't know. நீங்க வந்து செக்ரட்டரிக்கு கம்ப்ளீட் பண்ணுவீங்களா என்ன சொல்லுங்க
So you go the
சரி ஷோ ஃபேன்ஸ் வெச்சிடலாம்
say show of hands for first treasurer or secretary.
நான் சொல்றேன்
First Raju yaru.
ராஜு என்ன ட்ரெஷரரா?
ஒரு 10 பேர்
ரங்கஸ்ரீக்கு சரி ராஜு treasurer.
Raju is so Raju is decided to be as the treasurer by show of hands. Now for joint secretary post. Joint secretary. Show of hands for Rangashri. For the post of joint secretary. Show of hands for Rangashri. Joint secretary.
Show of hands. Let them speak first.
சரி ஓகே
Hey, let them say what they want to do in secretary first. Bas ரெண்டு பேரும் கம்ப்ளீட் பண்றாங்கல. What they want to take position. You guys speak out what you guys want to do.
I will be just supporting a secretary and the post of joint secretary. I mean, I don't have anything much to speak at this position. Both of them had a tie, so I remain quite so long.
Being a joint secretary, what support you will do, what sort of value addition you will give. Because since simple show of hands will not do good. Secretary
excuse me. Show of hands for Rangashri to be joint secretary. For Subbalakshmi. Okay. So winner is Rangashri for the post of Rangashri. And for the post of secretary, there has been only one nomination. She has received only 27 votes. Then for the post of vice president, Naresh 12 votes, Monish 5 votes, Mahesh Bhatt 21 votes. For the post of president, Karthik Ganesh 1 vote. Prasanna 5 votes, Mahesh Bhatt 10 votes, and Monish 22 votes. இந்த இது வந்து நம்ம மோனிஷை மட்டும் ஜூம் பண்ணணும் அதனால தான் சூப்பர்ரா பண்ணி வச்சிரா
The definition for simplicity.
நெக்ஸ்ட் ரஜினிகாந்த் everyone editor of Yuva wants to share something with you, so I'll give this stage to Raghavan.
Good evening, guys. I am Venkataragavan. Okay. So I used to work in GMS.
Okay, I think
So last year I got nominated as joint secretary, joint editor of Yuva. I was happy to share the post with Akshaya. She was the then editor and now editor. Okay. So it's very good that you guys have taken up seriously for voting about editor post. But one thing which I would want is like someone new could have come for the editor post. That's my personal feeling because their experience would have been shared. But then it's good to see that Akshaya is retaining the post with 27 votes or odd votes, which shows that her determination and her efforts have not gone wrong. You guys have been able to choose her back as editor. That's a very good acknowledgement for her efforts. So that being said, I would like to say no post in GMS or no post in GASA. Okay, you guys may think that being an EC member is very easy. It's only a matter of election. You guys get the post, you'll do it easily. That's not the case. So when you come to the organizing team, you will know the difficulties. That's when you learn a lot of things. I would like to acknowledge the speeches of president, vice president, secretary, the treasurer, and the editor. If you have played out the AGM edition, you will get to know in detail. You will get to know in detail what are the hardships they have faced. Even being a past president, I would like to quote few things. It's very good if you come to EC team because you will get to know a lot of things which you will generally not do. Sitting on the other side of the bench, not being an EC member or not being in the part of organizing team, you are missing out on a lot of aspects. These aspects which you miss out will play a pivotal role when you go and join corporates. Corporates doesn't see only your qualification because everybody is equally qualified. Once you all become CA, everybody is equally qualified. They see for that extracurricular activity or extra work, what you do, extra things, what you can manage. That is more important when you go to corporate field because one simple question, what a corporate, in a corporate, what they will ask you, in what way you are better than the other guy. So for that, you should be in a position to equip yourself during these periods. GASA is a wonderful opportunity for you guys to envisage those things and to get an opportunity and to use that opportunity to a greater extent. So I congratulate the new EC members for being elected. I also wish each and everyone, even though whether you are part of EC, not being part of EC, request you all to participate very actively. Doesn't mean that only EC Azad should be taking part in the organizing activities. He can also take part in organizing activities. Now coming to Yuva edition. So let me tell you this thing. See, this newsletter, what has been released for 8 editions, of course. 2 editions were not released. For one thing, we started late. So that was the first edition. This was not released. And in the month of February, it was not released because I was getting married, so I was busy. So these are the 2 editions which are not released. But apart from these 2 things, let me tell you something like what? This release of Yuva edition and the newsletter. It was not an easy task. It is not at all an easy task. As I said earlier, it is going to be difficult on you guys to manage everything. But it's all on you guys how you manage. Because going up the ladder, now you are being an intern, you are only helping your partner in getting some accounts finalized. But just put yourself in the position of partner. He is not only finalizing one account or one balance sheet, he is finalizing about 10 to 15 balance sheets easily. So think about his position. How will he manage it? When you guys think one particular work is big, how is he managing the 15 works or 15 client works? Even the deadlines are all the same. For everyone, you have to file it before August 5th or 30th of September, etc. etc. He is leading the practice, which means when he has to manage all those things, how is he managing it? If given a chance, if you are given all the clients, will you be in a position to manage it? If in the same timelines, then it's a big question mark. You should develop the attitude to manage. So how will you manage? Unless you get involved in various activities, it will be very difficult for you to manage because unless you venture out and take more responsibility, it is very easy to say that I'll be staying in the secluded circle, I will not take up more work, I will finish my work and go home. This is not going to help you when you are going to corporates. Last year, there were significant amount of contribution from GASA. I should specially thank Subulakshmi for her article's contribution in Yuva. I keep this on record because she was consistently contributing. Okay, off late she was not able to, but she was contributing around 2 to 3 articles per edition. There were other guys who also contributed about 1 or 2 articles, I agree, but we need more participation. It's not like one edition you have given articles, you will not give articles for subsequent editions. There are around 11 editions released. but I still see a lot of members who have not even contributed one single article in 11 editions. So that being said, it's up to you how to improve on your presentation skills, writing skills. See, when I say why you guys have to contribute to Yuva, it's not because I am joint editor or someone is editor, we have to release an edition, that's why that's not the reason. It's for you guys to improve on your writing skills. It's for you guys to read out on certain things which you are not reading on a regular activity. See, let me put a question. Every article here does work. Every article here do audit. In what way are different from the other article? Now I can point out Subbulakshmi saying that she has given 3 articles. She has earned that appreciation. She has worked for it. She has put in efforts. So this appreciation will help you in future. So you guys should actively participate in each and every activity whatever is involved in GASA. It's not only up to the EC to take care of all the activities. It's on you guys. EC is working on your behalf. EC is not working alone. EC is also part of GASA. You are the GASA members. Now coming to the edition part. There were around 11 editions released. It was not an easy task. That's because every time, whenever I don't receive an article, there were participation, I am not denying, but except for a few editions, where there were around 7 to 8 articles, after which there were a lot of editions where I was hardly receiving 2 articles. So we had to sit, we had to work on those aspects, we had to get in more articles, we had to research, we had to put on all those things. So that means it involves my time or editor's time. My simple question is, when we are in a position to research on those articles, we are able to release editions, why not you guys can contribute to one particular article per edition? It's also like it's not communicated earlier. We have been given timelines, we have been told that in the last AGM that this is the due date for releasing an edition. This will be due date for you to send in your articles. Of course, I agree, there were some time lapses on my behalf where edition was released a bit later. But that being said, it was communicated well in advance that 15 days timeline or 20-day timeline gap will be given for you to give an article. One article. So, are you guys telling me you cannot contribute one article per month? Are you guys that busy? I am sorry to put these things in forward you in this forum because I want to really highlight these points. If you are going to say I am not in a position to write one article per month, how will you be facing corporate challenges up ahead? They will expect you to read around 800 pages document in 2 days. They would want you to give a report on the 800 pages document within 2 days. How will you face those things? If not 800, around 400 pages. It is expected because you guys are going to be professional qualified chartered accountants. Chartered accountants can sign everywhere. Chartered accountants are treated as experts. They will simply say, this chartered accountant said, I believe on it. How will you cope up there? If you are not in a position to give one article per month, at least one article per month, you have been given 30 days time. So try to involve, try to imbibe the quality of participating more, writing more, because it's not only this writing which is going to help you out. Tomorrow when you join corporates, you may have to write on your own mails. Mail is a simple form of communication between any person. Tomorrow when you join a corporate, you will be expected to write mails. Your mails cannot be of lower quality. People will expect you to write mails at a higher quality. These things will matter in your appraisal, in your promotion. So, in what way Yuva is going to help you out? Unless you write, unless you improve on your English, unless you improve on your grammar, unless you get to know about how good or how better can I write, how better can I convey the message. This is going to affect because tomorrow your boss who is sitting in your corporate may not read the entire mail. He will say, boss, why you have written 10 pages document for one mail? Give me a summary of it. 2-liner give me. That time you should not blink before him. You should be in a position to understand the entire 10 pages. You should be in a position to give him in 2-liner. How will you give it? Unless you write now. You should start writing all these things now. Only then you will be in a position to summarize it later. So this is a very good platform for you guys to write articles, learn on your mistakes. So last year we also tried to do one thing, but we were not able to successfully achieve it. We wanted to give memento for best article written, but we are not able to do it because we are not in a position to judge the article itself. Because after some editions, I was only receiving 2-3 articles from one same person, so we are not able to acknowledge. But I was able to acknowledge in this forum at least. So that being said, your participation is more important. You have to write.
Unless you can identify one best article from one edition, no? We can acknowledge it like that also. No?
So that's why I was not able to do it. That's why I apologize. I was able to acknowledge only Subulakshmi because she has been giving more than 2-3 articles per edition. So that's my mistake. Again, there was time lapses from my end. Say for example, I issued a due date of 20th every month, but I was not able to release certain editions on 20th of month because of my own reason, personal reasons. So that is a lapse on my part. I am apologizing for it. That's not a big deal. But you should try to learn from your mistakes. I would seriously put it on record. The guys who have not contributed articles are doing a mistake. That's because you don't want to grow. I am putting this on record. You may want to say, how can this guy speak like this? This is not right. I will tell you, you are losing out on competition. You are losing out on competition by not writing articles. The girl who is writing articles will be definitely better off than you guys. Because they know at least how, from where to research for an article, how to present an article, how to communicate to editor, how to accept criticisms or how to view remarks or etc. You guys are not benefited out of those things. She is much better way. She is much better off than you guys. At least she knows where and all she can improve. At least she knows what and all she should present. For those who have not presented, do you guys have any idea how to do all those things? You should do it. You should get involved. Unless you do it now. See, this is a learning platform. Here, if you are getting to know about your mistakes, it will help you out in your corporate later. Because tomorrow, if you are going to commit these mistakes in your corporate career, there is going to significantly affect you on your career. Because they will say, boss, after all, you do not write mails. After all, you do not write, compile a document. How do you expect promotion? They will definitely ask you all these questions. I am not joking here. I am seriously saying because my drafting skills was questioned when I joined EY. It's not a simple task, boss. Let me tell you, I am putting out my own experience. My drafting skills was questioned. Same letter I was asked to redraft 10 times. I am not joking here. It's my personal experience. After being participative in Yuva, I have been active participator in Yuva. That's why I have taken up edition also, Yuva editor also last year. So that being said, you should set yourself a benchmark. The expectations on the corporate is much higher than what you think. It's not very easy. It's not a joke. There, people are having cutthroat competition. Everybody want to overcome. Everybody want to throw away you and they want to grow the ladder. It's normal. It's very normal. I want to throw away my compete. I want to get promoted. It's very normal. It's human tendency. They are willing to work for it. Unless you guys put in those efforts now, unless you guys create those benchmarks now, how will you cope up in the corporate ladder? It's not in one day you will get everything. You have to put in your efforts. Unless you put in your efforts now, this is the time when you can put in efforts. How are you expecting to cope up in a day? It's not possible. I am telling you. You should contribute articles. Coming to the newsletter part. I have also told last year that what newsletter is nothing but a compilation of recent updates. It's not only on the editorial board to say about the updates. Anybody can say on updates. Updates are not general specific and it is coming only to the editorial board. Accounting standard update was common to all. IFRS update was common to all. ICDS update was common to all. I have not received one specific article from any one of you regarding the ICDS update or IFRS update in newsletter. I also told what everybody is welcome to give their updates. I have not received one specific update from you guys. I am very much disappointed. It's not only on the editorial board to say about these are the updates. Weren't you guys aware of the ICDS update? Weren't you guys aware of the IFRS update? Accounting standards there was change. Weren't you guys not aware of it? Hello sir. Venkataragavan speaking. Accounting standard got updated, revised recently, right? Wasn't it applicable in your financials? What are your closing out? Do you guys were aware of it? That there was an update in accounting standards? You guys are not aware of it. It was even given out in the newsletter. Were you guys aware of the budget update? Budget update was given in the newsletter again. Which was far more important for finalizing accounts also in balance sheet.
budget updates will be available for the next year, for not current year.
So there will be certain amendments which will even affect the current financial
Can
year.
you disclose?
If you see the article, you will get it. There were certain amendments like what the semi grade accumulation changed to 1 year. These were effective this year itself. There were a lot of what.
Actually, that is not this year update. It has come in 1/4/2015, 1/3/2014.
I know. I mean to say,
It's not
there are
updated
certain
now.
amendments which will have implications in the current financial itself. There are amendments that are. Is it not relevant for you guys? Is it not relevant for you guys? Is it not relevant for you guys? Is it relevant only for the CA people? I am sorry to ask you all questions. I wanted to ask all these questions because I want more participation in Yuva. Even though I may move out, that doesn't mean that I will not ask all these questions because sitting as a joint editor, I was expecting articles. When you guys expected me to release editions, you guys expected me to release newsletters, I also expected articles from you. Why weren't you participative? Why it should be like this, that someone should come and follow up with you guys to give editions? Why didn't you come out voluntarily? Why is it this way? Why can't you guys come out voluntarily? Why should someone follow you? Is it not your responsibility to participate and give editions? Give articles? Is it not your Yuva? Is it not your Gaza? Is it like when it comes to Yuva and Gaza, you are someone separate, but when it comes to fun activities, you are part of Gaza? You also should take responsibility. It's not only on the EC team, it's not only on the librarian, it's not only on the AO to ensure that the Gaza should be kept properly. It's forming part of each and everyone's responsibility, right? Why was it not taken up? Silence is not an answer. So every time, generally what happens, in every AGM, editor will come back and say, okay, it's a very good participation, everything is fine, you have done excellently well, we need more articles, fine, close. But this time it will not happen that way. I want to bless you guys. Even in the AGM edition, we would have said all good words, like, okay, wonderful participation, etc., etc. But you guys have not participated as expected. Even if I see 20 guys here, if one edition, everyone contribute, there will be 20 articles per edition. I have not written any edition with 20 articles, not even 10. Why was it not there? You can always give reasons. There is always way to quit. Quitting is very easy. Continuing is difficult. I could have taken an edition. See, I am not receiving any articles from edition for Yuva. Why should I release edition? I will not release it. Why should I release newsletter? There is no requirement on Gaza's behalf. They are not interested in updates. Why should I release newsletters? I could have stopped the newsletter. Or actually I could have stopped the newsletter. Is there anything binding on me to release newsletters every now and then? Every month? It's very easy to quit. I am telling you, it's very easy to quit. It's difficult to continue.
However, you can just tell them, but you cannot put pressure on them. You can use
You are
suggestions.
not taking pressure. You are not taking responsibility.
No, I'm just asking you. You can just tell them. You can just suggest them. This is how it will
So suggestion was being given in every AGM.
Yeah.
Have you taken up seriously? Last AGM also I was there.
It all depends upon their interest, not just like that.
That's what I'm saying. I am asking them to involve interest.
What you want to know is why you are not getting this. What will make you
It all depends upon their interest, sir. But they personally, what they like, what they want me to
That is
do.
what he is asking.
Yeah.
What will interest you personally for you to get equal you are and contribute that?
Yeah, it all depends upon interest. If they are interested, they come to contribute to us.
So they are not interested.
I'm not asking him to put pressure on them to contribute articles.
I am asking him to contribute. That's all.
Let them release. Let them release. If they don't give articles to the Yuva, let them release the benefits. I mean, they are losing benefits now.
No, that's what I am saying. No,
Yeah.
that's what I am
How will
saying.
they realize?
Without someone pointing it out, how will they realize? Without someone pointing it out, how will they realize?
Hey, that's what I told you. Every time AGM people will come back and say, you have all done a good job, good job, go. But this year I don't want it that way. I want to point out. See, you guys can't take me wrongly, boss. I'm not bothered. I'm here to tell the facts. That's all. You guys have not contributed. You guys have not contributed. Got it. More contribution is expected. Editor is not sitting just to write your articles. You guys can also come and give articles. Editor's job is only to compile the articles. Editor's job is not to create articles. If he is going to create an entire edition, there is no need for you guys. He can, by myself, he can create an entire edition, release it. There is no need for you guys to give articles. I myself can write 20 articles and publish as DASA edition. So this being said, take it noted. Okay, take it an offensive note also, not a problem. Please give articles. This is not for my sake. This is for your own sake. This is for your own career sake. Take it seriously. Write down articles. Thank you very much.
Before the new officers take oath, I would like to congratulate Mr. Venkataragavan and Raghavendra for becoming chartered accountants. Give a clip. So, on behalf of our office, I would like to call Venkat sir to give away cash awards to them. Sir, orange. Yes, sir. Left side.
Now I request the elected EC members to come forward to take up their votes. President.
I, Monish Chandramouli, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as the President of the Association, and that I will do right to all members in accordance with the bylaws without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
I, Mahesh Bhatt, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Vice President of the Association, and that I will do right to all members in accordance with the bylaw without fear or favor, affection or ill will. Thank you.
I, Brinda, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Secretary of the Association, and that I will do right to all members in accordance with the bylaw without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
I, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Joint Secretary of the Association, and that I will do right to all the members in accordance with the bylaw without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
ரெண்டு பேரும் ட்ரெஸ்ஸர் தானே ஜாயிண்ட் ட்ரெஸ்ஸர்னு ஒரு போஸ்ட் இல்லை
I, Shruti C, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Treasurer of the Association, and that I will write to all members in accordance with bylaw without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
I, Raju, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Society Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Joint Treasurer of the Association, and that I will do the right to all the members in accordance with the bylaw without fear or favor, affection or ill will.
coordinator. ரெண்டு பேரும் வாங்க.
I arise. Do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and the Tamil Nadu Society Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Coordinator 1 of the Association, and that I will do right to all the members in accordance with the bylaw without fear or favor, affection or envy.
I, Vigalya, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Society's Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Coordinator 2 of the Association, and that I will do right to all members in accordance with bylaw without fear or favor, affection or envy.
Scene numbers. Open பண்ணிட்டு வெளில வந்தாலே சீன் இருக்கும். அது அமௌண்ட்
I, V. Archu, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to bylaw established by the Association of Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Coordinator 3 of the Association, and that I will do right to all members in accordance with the bylaw without fear and favor, affection or envy.
I, S. Venkataragavan, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaws established by the Association and Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as administrator of the Association, and that I will do right to all members in accordance with the bylaw without fear or favor, affection or envy.
I, Maitreyi, do solemnly affirm that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the bylaw established with the Association and Tamil Nadu Societies Registration Act 1975, that I will faithfully and consciously discharge my duties as Joint Administrative Officer of the Association, and that I will do right to all members in accordance with the bylaw without fear or favor, affection or envy.
Editor.
Librarian.
Librarian. Courier
I, Venkataragavan, with full clarity of mind and on sumo to accept the responsibility of the post of librarian of the association, I assure to my conscience that I will exercise my powers and duties.
அவங்ககிட்ட சைன் பண்ணி secretary is responsible to sign.
அவ்வளோதானே மீட்டிங் மீட்டிங் முடிச்சுட்டு பேசுகிறேன்.